Hello to Radiance, a podcast, a space where feminine embodiment, modern wisdom, and mysticism meet. I am Dr. Irene. I am a Chinese medicine practitioner. I am a women's health mentor and guide and spiritual hacker. So, welcome back to this space. I am so excited to be here once again. I'm recording this in February of 2026. So I have taken a little bit of a break during the winter months of hibernating, and now coming out with the spring energies. And this is what I'm bringing today. We are talking about the Chinese New Year of the Fire Horse, which marks the beginning of spring. And these are things that I want to touch on because in our Western paradigm of our calendar or of our Gregorian calendar, we usually think of the beginning of spring as marked by spring equinox. But if you pay attention to the energetics based on what's happening with the location of the sun during the different seasons of the year. So, and this is so connected with Chinese medicine because Chinese medicine is based in Taoism, which is a shamanic practice, which all shamanic practices gain their wisdom and their knowledge through the observation of nature, through what nature is doing, through studying the laws of nature. And in that way, learning the energetics, learning how to utilize that to create magic, to create change, to create transformation. So that's what basically magic is to create some kind of very conscious change in something. And so Chinese medicine is based on the different seasons of nature, which are related to different elements, to different organs. There's this understanding as outside, as above, so below. So we are nature. We have all the elements of nature. So we have fire and water and wood and metal and earth. So the five elements of Chinese medicine and in Chinese astrology is a little bit different, but they hold very similar energetics in many different traditions, right? Like Ayurveda, which is the sister medicine of Chinese medicine. The five elements are air, water, fire, earth, and ether. So it's a little bit different, right? But a similar understanding that the elements create nature. The elements are everywhere. And so going back to the beginning of spring, the Chinese New Year or the Chinese calendar is a solar lunar calendar. So it is celebrated based on what the sun is doing and based on what the moon is doing. So February 4th, we had the solar New Year calendar in the Chinese calendar. And February 4th, if you look at the calendar, is the exact midpoint between winter solstice and spring equinox. So it's that portal, it's that gate, it's that quarter turn. And it is the beginning of spring because spring equinox is actually the peak of spring. Same as winter solstice is the peak of winter. It's not the beginning of winter. Winter started before. And when it reaches the solstice, it's at its peak. We call it the yin of yin. It's the darkest day. It's the darkest time. It's the most yin time. And summer solstice is the peak of yang. It's the longest day. It's the day that has the most light. So it's the peak of yang. And this understanding of yin and yang is the foundation of Chinese medicine and the foundation of Chinese astrology. Anything can be divided between yin and yang, even the elements. Some are more yin and some are more yang, right? Water is more yin, fire is more yang. Remember, yang energetics is fire, it's the sun, it's masculine primordial energy, is being assertive, the energy goes up and out, it's expansive, it's generous, it's hot. And yin, it's cool, it's earthy, it's intuitive, it's connected to emotions, connected to the earth, it's receptive, it's the womb, it's dark, it's rich. So these are the two like primordial energies that create all reality. And this yin and yang, I don't remember, there's this symbol called the Tai Chi, that it's a sphere, and it has half of it is white, half of it is black, and it has two little circles. These are the two complementary energies that are opposite, but they can't exist one without the other. They're constantly changing between each other. Yin turns into yang, yang turns into yin, and you can see this in like your day to day. The day turns into night and the night turns into day when it reaches its peak, right? So again, when summer solstice happens, it reaches its peak of yang, so it starts to descend, the energy starts to go down and in. And so when winter happens, it's the most yin time of the year, and then winter solstice happens, and then the energy starts to come back, the light starts to come back, so the energy starts to come up and out. And you can feel this right now in the earth. You can feel the quickening of the energy underneath the earth that wants to start to sprout out. So that's what the spring energy is about. It goes up and out. And so I'm just giving you a little bit of an introduction because this is really, really important to what's happening with this powerful year of the fire horse. So again, February 4th was a solar new year because it's the midpoint. So it is actually, that was the beginning of spring. So we are already in spring. It's the beginning. February 17th, it's the lunar new year of the fire horse. And this is usually when the Chinese celebrate the new year. And there's always these beautiful festivities. And if you've never been to one, I encourage you to attend. They're beautiful. And this is going to be a super powerful new year because it's in connection to eclipse season this year. It's our first eclipse season of 2026. And it's the first eclipse in Aquarius in many, many, many years. And we are entering the age of Aquarius. So there's going to be an opening of a portal that is going to be super powerful. Remember that eclipse seasons are these times of quick transformation. It's like going into the void. It's going into this space of darkness where the unlimited potential of creation exists. And based on where Aquarius is in your chart and what archetypes are being activated, what themes of life are being activated, what primary neurotic karmic complexes are being activated, you're going to work through something. And if you enter into it with consciousness, you have a huge, huge, huge opportunity for healing and transformation. So eclipses are shaky. They come and it's like they destroy whatever doesn't serve anymore. And we've been living this also through this past year of the year of the snake. It has been a huge year of healing and transformation, of shedding identities, of letting go of things that don't longer serve us. And so if you did that work, this year of the fire horse is now propelling you to go forward, to be bold, to be courageous, to take action, But if you did, hopefully, if you did that shadow work of letting go of your identities, of all the things that don't longer serve, then these actions and these choices are going to be in alignment with your truth. And this is something that is very, very important, because fire is powerful. It has a lot of energy. It has a lot of boldness. It has a lot of courage, and it can be very impulsive. So if you don't have clarity of your purpose, of what you come here to do, of what's your soul's path, you could take some turns that burn and destroy, and in a way that's not constructive. So fire is the destructor. So it is a time also that it's still a time of purification. There's going to be a lot of purification this year, because fire scorches and purifies, transforms. It's really like, when I see it, the image that comes through is the phoenix rising. The phoenix rising that rises from the ashes and becomes illuminated and liberated. The phoenix it's a magical being. So it is a very potent year with a lot of opportunity to ascend, to illuminate, and to liberate. And so in Chinese medicine, we see yang connected to the element of fire, and the element of fire is connected to the heart. And the heart center is connected to Shen, which is spirit. So this year, because of the fire, the spirit is descending. It's the year of receiving a lot of blessings and illumination coming down from the heavens, and your spirit or spirit coming down from the heavens to be embodied. So you know how there's this saying of like embodying heaven on earth. So this is the year to realize that heaven on earth is you, that you get to experience heaven on earth through your body. So it is a year that's gonna bring down a lot of light codes of light, codes of illumination. And it is a double fire year, because the horse is a fire animal. So it's a fire animal with fire. So there's a lot of fire. So also, it is important to know that this yang momentum, it's been happening for years. It's been happening for like the past 10 years. There's been a rising of yang. And also, you can, yang is the masculine, the sacred masculine, the toxic masculine. And we've been seeing this rise of toxic masculinity, of wars, of governments, of government leaders that they are embodying more the toxic masculine traits than the sacred masculine. So there is this rise of the masculine. Next year, with the year of the goat, it's going to start to descend. So this year is the peak of yang. So it's like the summer solstice in the bigger picture. It's the peak of yang. So there's, again, it's going to be like so much light, so much illumination. It's a year that has a lot of potential for joy and creativity and exploration of sexual energy, embodying your sacred sexuality. It's a beautiful year for playfulness, for exploration. But again, because everything needs to be balanced, just be very careful that what you do go forth it feels authentic to you, not because of like the expectations of culture, of family, of even of yourself. Like, what feels true to you? What feels liberating to you? In what spaces you feel joy and you feel happy and you feel uplifted? Also remember that it's very important to balance all this fire energy with yin practices. So very simple things as hydration, remembering to drink water, walking barefoot on the earth, lying down on the earth, receiving those beautiful energies of Pachamama, hugging trees, immersing yourself in the sacred waters of the earth, going to rivers, oceans, working with your emotions. So because it is a very fiery year, and also if you look at the calendar of the Chinese calendar, there's its columns, and each column represents an element. And this year, the predominant elements are fire and wood, and a little bit of earth, and there's no water. There's no water this year. So fire and wood is related to wind. Just imagine putting them together. It's like it's powerful fire. Like if you blow into a fire, it expands. So there's no water, and water is related to the heart. It's related to compassion, to emotions, to empathy, to being connected with your body. Water is also the vessel, your inner child, tenderness, kindness. So it's very, very, very important to cultivate consciously these virtues, the virtues of compassion, the virtue of kindness, of empathy, of slowing down, finding times of stillness is very, very, very important. Because if not, one of the risks or dangers this year is to burn out. Fire burns you. And so this year is going to be great for people that are watery constitution or earthy constitution, that tend to be more emotional, that lack motivation. This year is going to be a year that you're going to get that oomph and that power to finally take action, to finally go for what you desire, for your dreams. It's going to be a challenging year for people that are already very fiery, right? So if you tend to be hot-headed, if you tend to be dry, have hot flashes, fiery people that have a lot of energy, that are wired, are anxious, you have to be very, very careful and tend to your waters. Again, it's very important to work with your emotions, to slow down, to connect with people, cultivate connection, because wind also is very erratic, and it can be very chaotic, and it can make you spacey. So grounding practices, staying connected to the earth, again, super, super, super important. Okay, so we've been going through this crest of yang, and then finally next year, the year of the goat, it's going to come down. Also, in Chinese astrology, if you are a goat, it's a really good year this year, because the goat is the lucky charm of the horse, and the horse is the lucky charm of the goat. So this is a great year for those of you who are horses or goats, and next year as well, because it's the year of the goat. So next year, horses and goats have a great year. If you are a horse this year is asking you to take center stage. Horses are amazing. They're amazing animals. I had the privilege of riding horses in my younger years, and I was very privileged and blessed to be able to have that personal and intimate connection with horses. And horses are empathic. They feel everything. They feel you. So you have to learn how to merge your energy with the horse so that you can move together as a unison. And it's a beautiful, beautiful practice. And horses for me also taught me to, because I was jumping, so it taught me to take action even though I was scared, because I was jumping big obstacles, and to face the obstacles of life head on with trust, and this trust with your teammate, which was my horse, right? Like you learn to work as a team. And that's the other thing this year. Even though horses can be very individualistic, they also move in herds. They move with their community. So this is a very individualistic year of going for your dreams and liberating yourself, but also remember to look around and see who's there, because when you are resonating in your magnetic self, the people that resonate with that energy are going to stick around. The people that don't, they're going to fall away, and just trust that. But know that your people are going to be there with you. And so nourish these relationships, nourish these connections, because the more and more we go into these years of AI and technology, the more important it's going to be to stay connected with our humanity and with our loved ones. So horses, again, they represent freedom and movement and courage and grace. But remember that you need to give it direction. And it's the same with fire. You need to give this fire direction. If not, it'll burn you down and it'll eat you alive. And we're already seeing this with what's happening in the world. There's so much chaos. It's like the world is on fire. And because of all the suffering and all the pain that is out in the world, we are human. So we have emotion, and it's normal to feel rage and anger. But if you just keep it to yourself and not do anything with it, that anger is going to go, it's going to go and attack yourself. It interjects. So anger always wants to go out. It's fire. It's yang energy. Anger, when you're angry, you want to scream, you want to hit, you want to punch. So it's very important to find ways to channel that energy, to discharge that energy by running, by hitting, joining a boxing class, swimming, shouting, cathartic writing. So allowing yourself to release those energies, and then after that, clarity is going to come to how to utilize that energy for a constructive action, a creative action, because that's what the world is asking us to do. What is going to be your little seed that you're going to put into humanity? What's your gift? What's your medicine? What are you going to give back to make this world more beautiful? And this doesn't mean that you have to go out into the world and be an activist or be in the front lines, or if that's your calling, if that's what you want to do, amazing, we need you. But if your calling is just to be a better mom, to create art, to create beauty, that's amazing too. We need you too. We need artists. We need people that are connected to their emotions and creative juices and allow themselves to just be without having to do, right? So everyone has their role, everybody has their place, everybody has their purpose. And this is to be yourself. Purpose is about being yourself. And for that, you need to know who you are. And for that, you need to shed away the false identities. So this is where shadow work comes in. And this is a great time to do shadow work because, again, there's so much light, there's so much Shen, there's so much spirit that there's a lot of opportunity for that light to come and illuminate the dark spaces that need to be illuminated. So with that, because there's a lot of light illuminating the shadows in your personal life, but also in the collective, this is a year that a lot of secrets are going to come out into the light. And we're already seeing this, no? A lot of secrets from celebrities, from governments, and from your families, or even from yourself, things that you didn't remember. Suddenly it's like, oh, wow, like that happened to me, or I had that experience, or my family, So expect a lot of secrets to start to come out into the light. Also, it is a year of movement. Horses like to go. They run. They are athletic. They are powerful, and they like to move. They like to run. And so this is a year that's going to ask you to take action, even though you don't know how it's going to look like. And that asks for a lot of courage, because we like to know. Our identity, our ego feels safe when we know everything. But sometimes we don't. It's not clear. So, but you know that you need to take action. You have a dream, you have a vision, and you feel it. So trust it. I love this saying that says, be bold and mighty forces will come to your aid. So this is a year to be bold. And if you don't take action, the energy is going to stagnate and suffering is going to come. So in Chinese medicine, we have this pattern of imbalance that we call qi stagnation. Qi is energy, life force, that when it stagnates, you have pain, stabbing pain, dull pain, like physical pain, right? It is energy that contracts. So this year, if you don't move, the chi is going to stagnate and you're going to have suffering, physical suffering, mental suffering, spiritual suffering, emotional suffering. It'll manifest in whatever way you're not moving that chi. So the momentum is medicine. What else? Da, 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 da. Yeah, so again, talking about this heaven on earth, Shen is coming down into our bodies, into our vessels, into our sacred vessels. And I truly believe that the body is a vessel of illumination and liberation. So again, I can't stress this enough that you need to take care of this vessel. You need to do practices to eliminate the junk that will not allow for you to receive all this light that is coming down for you, all these blessings that are coming down for you. So shadow work, feminine embodiment, womb tending, sacred sexuality practices, creative practices, writing, dancing, painting. Utilize your creative juices. Nourish your water element. Protect your kidneys. The kidneys is related to our waters, right? So burnout is very connected to our adrenals, adrenal fatigue. So take care of your adrenals. Routines are very, very important. Go to sleep early before 11 p.m. because 12 p.m. is the peak of yin. So if you go to bed after, then you will not absorb the yin energies of the night. And so again, you place yourself in danger of being yin deficient. So, and it's so important this year to nourish your yin, your waters. So going to bed before 11 p.m., going to bed early, sleeping at least 8 hours a night, eating delicious, nutritious foods, cultivating and nourishing your loving relationships and all your relationships, right? Our relationship to the earth and to the plants and to the animals. Doing and yeah, and not to forget our communities, right? Not only our human community again, but our animal community and our spirit nature communities and the herbs and the plants. There's so much beauty in nature and so much wisdom that we can utilize. And remember that we are the ones we've been waiting for. Like, we are in a threshold as humanity, and we are in very dark times. But I truly believe that there is a divine plan, and part of that divine plan is to embody your purpose, to bring more beauty into this world, to not get sucked into the fear, and to recognize that there's so much beauty in the world and there's so much love, and you get to decide what vibration you are living through day to day, to surrender the things that you cannot control, to be courageous and bold, to take action in the things that are your responsibility. So the fire horse, it is a year of sacred responsibility. And responsibility and commitment to take action in alignment with your purpose, with your soul's path, with your highest path forward, to create more beauty, to give more love and kindness to your neighbors, to humanity, to the animals, to the plants, to all creation, because we are all one. We are all one, and nobody's going to come and save us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. So this is a year to go for it. Go for it. What's your medicine? What are you here to do? And stop the other bullshit and take action, even a small action towards that, because the universe is always listening. So if you direct your intent towards that you feel true, the universe is going to conspire for you to go towards that. So the fire horse isn't asking you to be fearless. It's asking you to be alive, responsible, and in motion. Okay, so move your body, enjoy your body, play, go out and play, enjoy all this fire energy that is with us. And yeah, I would love to know how this lands for you, what feels true for you. If you have any questions regarding Chinese medicine, Chinese astrology, Feng Shui, anything regarding spirituality, I would love to hear from you. And I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful year of illumination, of liberation, of aligned action, of joy, and sending you lots of love and blessings. Ciao for now.